What is self-motivation? Self-motivation means connecting with your internal motivator. That is aligning yourself with your personal values, ambitions, strength to achieve goals, to improve your commitment towards goals. But how do you determine that you're motivated? It's the readiness factors in you which is helping you to jump into action whenever there is a right opportunity presented to you. So, what can be the simple formula for you to get results? So I would like to derive it this way: motivation plus ability, that is to learn and do, and environment. Let me explain this to you. For you to get results, for you to become effective in any task that you are doing, you need to have a motivation. So we saw what is intrinsic and external motivation. Some kind of motivation has to be there for you to push yourself to a particular goal. And then simply by motivation, simply drawing an inspiration is not going to help you move forward. It is the ability, it is the skill set that you acquire. That can happen only by learning. You should be a lifelong learner so that you just don't do, the learning part whenever it is required. Instead, you have to be a constant learner. And then doing part. Without implementation, your knowledge is not of any worth. So it is important you need to increase that ability. So we saw what is motivation. We saw the ability. There's also another factor, environment. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. Because if you stay in an environment which is not very conducive for your growth, it's going to pull you in every instances that it can. The pull factors can be your own family, your own parents, your spouse, your kids, your boss, your colleague, your associations, social media, movies that you watch. All these things will matter for you to get results. Motivation being the big elephant here, it is important for you to take that leap of faith, and it can happen only through motivation. In the previous episodes, we have seen how to increase the ability in you to become aware of your emotions, naming, labeling, both simple and complex emotions, recognizing your patterns. So if you are able to read those emotions in you, you will be able to read the same in others. We also started looking at how do you manage those emotions. Because just by knowing, just by being aware is not going to help you move forward. So the next step is to manage those emotions, regulate them, take control of them, and make them into good use so that it is going to help you arriving at a good decision at any point of time, helping you not get stuck. So that is managing emotions. So one important element in terms of making greater choices in life, constantly moving forward instead of falling backward, is to be driven by intrinsic motivators. In this episode, we will see how to identify those motivators and also be able to build on them. My name is Brinda Kalyanaraman and you're watching EQ Hack series for emotional well-being. I teach women how to achieve freedom using emotional intelligence and digital entrepreneurship. This is one such initiative. To know more about what I'm doing and what's my community all about, I have given my social media handles in the description below. In today's episode, we will see how to discover what you really want. I really wish somebody had told me this when I was a teenager. I could have done many things in my life. See, it's really hard to keep yourself motivated many times at life when you're stuck. You don't even want to get up from your bed. It can be only one reason where you are not doing what you really want to do. So how are we going to find what we really want? But don't worry, you're not alone, because this confusion lies in everybody, almost in every human being. Whether you're a 16-year-old or a 60-year-old. Even at 60 years, people are still not able to figure out what they are doing with their life. But those who have figured out, they live a freedom life. They are free from stress, debts. In fact, their passion has become profession. My favorite examples have always been cricketers, politicians. Because what they want to do as a hobby, as passion, has turned into a profession or a career for them. You know how nice it is when you want to do something what you like to do and you get paid for it. But not all of us are going to become a cricketer or a politician. So how are you going to build this gap? Sadly, our education system is also not emphasized enough on this side of personal development. It's only concentrating more on technical and industry standards. So you need to see inward. You need to ask deeper questions, like what you love doing so much that you would do it for free. What inspires you more? What gives you that energy? What ticks you off? Suppose I wake you up at 3 a.m. Will you be able to do that one particular thing? If the answer is yes, that is your passion area. There's more towards it, okay? I hope you can get a paper and pen ready so that when I ask you these questions, you need to think deep and then arrive at answers. Use some of your previous experiences, your achievements, your compliments that you got from people. Recollect all those times that you had good times doing in something. It could be a trivial task. It could be talking to somebody. It could be networking. It could be presenting a viva. Or it could be simply reading a book. Or it could also be watching a movie. You need to recollect those experiences that has created an energy within you. With that, you should also be able to answer these questions. Now, the first area to concentrate will be on your time. Where am I spending most of my time? Is it TV, social media, movies, politics, friends, business? Then money. Where am I spending most of my money? Is it clothing? Is it perfumes? Is it buying books? Is it buying tools? Then where do I gain energy from? Is it through friends? Is it through movies? Is it through recreation? Is it through reading books? Is it through cooking? Is it through family? Is it through yoga? Is it through meditation? And also about general awareness, like what makes you cry? What ticks you off? What makes you happy? And what's your favorite subject in general? Is it about politics? Is it about cinema? Is it about sports? Is it about space? Sci-fi? My simple and favorite hack has always been walking down to a bookstore during my college, school time, and even now when I want to browse through, I will notice my patterns. I would like to notice which section gravitates me more. Is it cooking? Is it personal development? Is it business tools? Is it politics? Is it cinema? Recreation? Parenting? So that gives me clues. Now, when you are able to answer these areas, you will find that you have multiple options. You can collect as much as details that you want. You will arrive at multiple options like 5, 6, and then you will be able to narrow down. I hope you found this useful. I want you to do this exercise and record your experience as comments below. That way I know that this hack or this tool is actually working for you, and that will only help me move forward. This is a motivation that I expect from you. Although I'm intrinsically motivated because I'll be doing hundreds of videos about this, how to improve your emotional intelligence, but I will also need some external motivation. It is very important that you also consider the external motivators, because not everybody on the earth is going to constantly keep motivating themselves. They definitely need a pat on their shoulders. They would need inspiration from others. They would sometimes need rewards. They would have to celebrate their wins to, have a balance of both intrinsic and external motivation in you. But the most weightage can be given to the intrinsic motivators because that is within you. You don't need any stimulation from outside. Here and there, when you want to approach reaching your goals, here and there you may want to take external motivation. But then, if you are able to master inner motivation, nobody can stop you. You're going to become unstoppable. In the future episode, we will stay closer to your values. We will see how to arrive at a particular value, how to prioritize them, and how do you make use of them so that they are going to drive you to your larger goal. Alright, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to do that, and also hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified for future episodes. See you.